a born Jamaican and me proud, and you feel proud too. To walk around and pick up your chest and say thanks to Miss Lou. Dr. Louise Simone Bennett-Coverley, affectionately known as Miss Lou, was born on September 7, 1919, on North Street in Kingston, Jamaica. She was the only child of Augustus Cornelius Bennett, the owner of a bakery in Spanish Town, and Karine Robinson, an accomplished dressmaker, who after the death of her husband in 1926 primarily raised Miss Lou. She instilled a lot of respect into her daughter. This could be heard in her writings, as everybody was a lady: the fish lady, the yam lady, the store lady, the teacher lady. Miss Lou attended the Ebenezer and Calabar elementary schools. She continued her education at the St. Simon's College and Excelsior College in Kingston. In 1943, she enrolled at Friends College in Highgate, St. Mary, where she studied Jamaican folklore. She had a love for literature, and from an early age, she knew what she wanted to write. Her early attempts were in standard English. Then one day, as a well-dressed teenager boarding a tram car, she heard a market woman at the back, "Spread out yourself, one dressed woman da come." The remark was the basis of Bennett's first dialect poem. Miss Lou wrote and performed her writings in her native Jamaican dialect, patois, with intentions of poking fun at the English language and its rules. Besides that, Miss Lou wanted to inform the ignorant that she can also write the words that she speaks from her dialect, and would defend her language anywhere she goes until our bad language got accepted worldwide. She could be heard defending our language in most of her poems. For example, in her poem entitled Jamaican Language, "My Auntie Rosie said that it boil her temper and really begs her be true. Anytime she hear anybody style with Jamaican dialect as corruption of the English language. For if that be the case, then them should have called English language corruption of Norman French and Latin and all them Tara language. What them say is English is derived from, you hear the word? Derived. English is a derivation, but Jamaican dialect is corruption. What an unfairity. We derived too." Miss Lou is located at the heart of Jamaican poetic tradition and has influenced other popular Caribbean poets, including Muta Baruka, Linton Kwesi Johnson, and Paul Keynes Douglas. Generally regarded as a preeminent Jamaican theatre personality of the 20th century, Miss Lou helped Jamaicanize the annual Little Theatre pantomime movement, which began in the early 1940s as a pale imitation of English models. She was co-star with Ronnie Williams on the Lou and Ronnie Show, which was aired on radio. She composed and delivered Miss Lou's views, which were topical 4-minute radio monologues. From 1970 until 1982, she hosted Ring Ding, a weekly television show for children in which children performed or reminded of various elements in Jamaican folk culture. She thought it important that they picnic them, learn the same thing that belonged to them. Miss Lou is probably the best known teller of Anansi stories. While Anansi stories are common property and have been retold for many years and passed down from generation to generation, there was always something about the way Miss Lou would retell an Anansi story. She always contributed a very distinctive personal flavor and excitement to it. Indeed, she helped us to realize that the proper telling of these stories is undoubtedly also an art. On July 26, Miss Lou died at the Scarborough Grace Hospital in Toronto, Canada, after collapsing at home earlier in the morning. She had migrated from Jamaica to Canada in the early 1980s, where she lived with her husband of 50 years, Eric Coverley, who passed on before her in 2004. Dr. Louise Simone Bennett-Coverley. Miss Lou was a Jamaican poet, folklorist, writer, and educator. Miss Lou was described as the Bob Marley of folklore, the mother of Jamaican culture, and Jamaica's first lady of comedy, a living legend, a cultural icon. Miss Lou brings to you the essence of Jamaican culture in what is a joyful, educational, playful, and comical performance that leaves you feeling uplifted. Yes, me dear, Miss Lou taught us to love ourselves and not be ashamed of our language. Language is an index of power and identity. If we think our language is unworthy, we think ourselves unworthy. And don't come with no nonsense about whether we must choose patois over English language or whether we don't need English. She was instrumental in having this dialect of the people given literal recognition in its own right, nation language. No, we no shame for chat with own language, and with a thank you feet, Miss Lou. They ma teach it clear up at university and ungle sake of you. They ma make film. They ma write book. They ma sing whole heap of song and say, oh, patois is one good language. But when you ain't know that all along, so now we turn up proud to be a Jamaican, and we want the whole world to hear, Miss Lou, thanks for holding and thank you. Never broke no square. I thank you.